So tell me, hamster, shouldn't you be working? If you listen carefully, you can hear the soup in the background. There it is. It's like 35 degrees, and I'm going to have something hot. Hello, Mr. Pliskin Snake. Okay. So I was perusing the hamster's email today, and I know we've heard a lot about this. Pure as a driven snow. I don't even have to say what it is. You know, right? So I get the notification today from the state of Colorado. We've just mailed your ballot. It's like, okay. I haven't lived there for a year and a half. You talk to them, and it's like, well, I mean, I'm not there anymore. Well, you got to file this form. You got to do all this. Are you kidding me? Take me off the voting rolls. I don't live in Colorado anymore. I don't have the right to vote there. I'm in St. Louis. Oh my, well, you have to do this and stand on your one foot and Yes, I know, Shawnee. I know. Mr. Hemi Speed is here. Hemi 4-speed. Now, Herschel Walker, as you may know, and me and Barbara Ann were there when they drafted Herschel Walker for the Vikings. That would have been in the probably early 90s, something like that. I mean, he was a great player. Started a couple years, maybe weren't so good. But he eventually, made his way through the NFL. Now, Herschel Walker is running for Senate in Alabama, I believe. Alabama or Georgia? Georgia, sorry. And, of course, they're going to pull out all kinds of shit to make sure he doesn't win. Well, the thing is, here's my question. How does the left attack a black man? How does that happen? Well, quite easily. They say, well, how does the left attack a woman in Indiana, 1st District running, Jennifer Ruth Green, I believe? You know what they do? You know what these fucking people do? They somehow unearth her military records. Illegally obtained is my understanding. Now, Terrence Popp can tell us this, but the candidate is running for District 1. And at some point in her, by the way, Lieutenant Colonel Jennifer Green, she was assaulted during her time in Iraq. And she reported this to her superiors and and went on. But it's sealed. It's sealed. That stuff is not supposed to get out. After all, if women are assaulted, we don't want that to be known. We want to keep it quiet and secret so they can pursue justice and get everything that they should get if they've been assaulted like that. But no, not the fucking left. Not the left. Now, what is it about Lieutenant Colonel Green that's hard to attack? Any ideas? Well, she's an African American and she's a she. And she's a conservative. Same with Herschel Walker. But he's not really a conservative. See, because sometime in his past, he thought differently about certain things. See, you can't change. It's a binary. Excuse me. Choking on your own beer. I know. It's a binary. You believe this way or you believe that way, and there shall be no twain in between. Now, I'm not sure what I think about Herschel Walker, the candidate in Georgia running for Senate. Seems like a decent guy. You know, he got his shit together over time. I'm sure he was a different thing 20 years ago. But they're going all in on this fact that he paid some woman to get an abortion. I'm sure you've heard the story by now, right? Now, got to explain to me something here. Abortion was legal pretty much still legal in the entire country. Why is this a problem? Well, he's a conservative. He just, and now he's pro-life and everything. You can't change your mind. How do they go after these people? Well, they got to do something, don't they? Well, it's black. He's a Republican. Well, that's bad. Of course, he's an evil man, too. So it's really interesting seeing these people flail about. How are we going to attack Jennifer Green up in Indiana? What are we going to do? Well, let me see. She's black. She's a conservative military veteran, and she's been, she's a victim. Oh, no. She's Republican. Flailing about. That's what these people, they don't care. Well, believe all women, do all this stuff. And no, not if you're a Republican. No. But excuse me, when potential Senator Herschel Walker in Georgia said, all right, you want an abortion? Yeah. All right, here's your money. Go ahead. What if he didn't want that abortion? What if he wanted to be a father? He loved this woman or whatever, and she's like, well, I'm pregnant. It's like, I would love to have that child. I'll take care of that child. I'll do everything I can for that child because that's my child. And all she has to do is say, no, I don't think so. I'm getting an abortion. What would he do then? You know what he would do, just like every other man in the United States? Absolutely fucking nothing. Because men have no say in this whole thing. Well, you shouldn't have had sex, you evil Herschel Walker guy. Really? What about her? Well, that's different because he impregnated her. Really? She had no choice. Really? She had no say in this, right? No agency. Always a victim. All right, let's listen to future Senator Herschel Walker from Georgia. Now, sir, I have to say you shouldn't have to explain this shit so much, but hey, it's your campaign. If I were a resident of Georgia, I would vote for you early and often, if you know what I mean. Yes, sir.
In a one-on-one interview in his hometown of Wrightsville, Georgia, Herschel Walker providing his most extensive comments about allegations he paid for an ex-girlfriend to have an abortion in 2009.
Excuse me, allegations to pay for an abortion. Was abortion legal? Was it? Woman said, I'm pregnant, I don't want to have the child. He gave her some money. Wasn't that legal? Why is this a big fucking problem? Again, they got to have something. They can't. Well, he's not a white supreme pizza. He's not one of those alt-right. He doesn't like Jordan Peter. Whatever the fuck it is, they got to do anything to try to derail this man's campaign. And so, back in 2009, what was that? 12 years ago, 13 years ago. Last time I checked, abortion was legal. So, what's the fucking problem? I would like someone to tell me. Should he not have paid for the abortion? Should he had another baby mama who could, eating fucking government cheese or whatever? He said, no. All right, I'll take care of it. What's the problem? Oh, he doesn't believe in abortion today. I see. Well, maybe he does, and you're just fucking lying. We don't know.
Why not reach out to her? And
why should I? Why do I need to?
NBC News has now spoken to that former girlfriend who provided us with what she says is a copy of a $700 check that Walker gave her to pay for the abortion.
Did she request that? Did she say, look, man, I don't want to have a child with you. You're a loser. Give me some money and this will all go away. And I won't take millions of dollars from you. Did she give him the option? Did she ask for it? Or he said, bitch. What do you suppose the story really is? What do you suppose the story really is? And why is it a problem? Abortion was legal. Still is. Why is this? Okay.
And a receipt from the medical center in Georgia where she alleges it took place.
See, we gotta find something. Hey man, I don't like your haircut. I don't like the jib of your haircut, bro. So that's not gonna work. That's not gonna work. But let's see. He paid for it, but he paid. He was at. Now I wonder what it is. Did she ask for the cash, or did he say, "Look, bitch, I don't want no goddamn kids. Take this money and get a goddamn abortion"? Of course, he has no say in that, does he? Yes, he doesn't. Now he dropped the seed. You know, he blew her back. He ripped her guts out, man. I'm telling you, I'm sure. He has no say. So what if the chick said to him, "Excuse me, I got knocked up. I know I told you I was on birth control and, you know, I'm infertile and all that shit, but somehow those swimmers got up in that. What do you want to do about it now?" "Well, what do you want to do about it, girl?" "Well, I don't know. I think I want to get aboard." "Okay, here's $700.
NBC News is
Not
not
sure I see the
revealing the
problem.
woman's identity or the documents to protect the privacy of all parties.
So, in other words, you're making shit up. NBC News. Show us the fucking receipts. No? You can't just black out her name. You can't do any of that. Suddenly it's like, oh no, we can't do that. But this guy is fucking evil. He's the worst thing since sliced bread. This man right here. Where's the receipts? Well, we're not going to show those for the privacy of the one. Really? Now, I don't know about you guys. I have paint. I've got some shit here. I can just put a receipt up there and black out the shit and nobody should see. I know. It's fucking crazy, isn't it? Isn't it?
But we did show a copy of the check to Walker, who said the allegation he paid for an abortion isn't true.
He probably said, man, whatever.
This is still a lie because
Yes, sir.
she's the mother of my child. So
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Apparently she's the mother of a lot of his kids.
you're going to see me a check or somebody giving a check. So that I'm saying it's a lie.
Do you know what this $700 check
I have
is
no
for?
idea what that can be for.
What they're trying to say is this man is fucking stupid. They're saying this man's a black guy, so he's fucking unintelligent. Now, who's being the racist? Is it NBC News? Of course not.
Is that your signature on the
oh,
check, though?
Let me see. It could be. But it doesn't matter whether it's my signature or not.
When pressed, Walker said definitively for the first time the check is his.
Yes, that's my check.
Why should voters believe?
Well, he looked at it. Yes, it's my check. Now, can you imagine a man like Herschel Walker, millionaire, super millionaire, right? NFL player, big athlete, big time cash. I mean, this guy made a fuckload of money. And Barb can confirm this. The Vikings almost went broke recruiting this man. So the guy made a lot of money. Do you think the guy signs every goddamn check? Do you? Or are there a bunch of lawyers involved here that said, look, what's Herschel want here? I don't know. He wants it to go away. All right, give her a check. Not saying it's right. Not saying it's a good thing to do. Just saying, does that approach reality, perhaps?
You in this
Voters
moment?
should
Your
believe
word.
me because I've been very transparent about everything I've ever done.
He has also faced allegations of domestic violence from
Of course he has. They can't attack him because he's a white supreme pizza.
multiple women,
So they got to come up with something, don't they?
including his ex-wife and his 23-year-old son, Christian, a
Okay.
conservative influencer.
He
All right.
said, and I'll just quote for you, you threatened to kill us and had us move over 6 times in 6 months.
Do you have any proof? Do you have any proof of this? Show us the goddamn receipts. Seems pretty simple. You move 5 times in 6 months. Well, you got to have all this paperwork, right? Show it.
Running from your violence. You've said you love
Right.
your son, Christian.
Right.
Excuse me. Is there any law enforcement involved with Herschel Walker? Did someone to report him as an evil man? Let me guess. No.
Just for the voters who want to hear an answer to the allegation about violence.
We already heard the fucking bullshit. What do you, go ahead. Show the receipts.
Okay,
Is that true?
I'm tell you,
What should people
voters,
know?
I would say I love my son Christian. I love my whole family. I'll always love them and stuff. That's what I say for my son Christian. And I don't have any violence.
Walker has also faced criticism for embellishing statements about his academic and business records.
Oh, dear God, no politician has ever done that. So fucking cancel this guy. Cancel him. Oh, he embellished a bit of shit about his Yeah, of course. Cancel him.
And ties to law enforcement, highlighted by his opponent, Senator Raphael Warnock, in their debate.
I've never pretended to be a police officer, and I've never threatened a shootout with the police.
Walker then brandished what appeared to be a badge.
And you know what's so funny? I am with many police officers.
That's right. He is a reserve police officer. And now what's your next step? Tell us. Tell us how you're going to attack a black man running for Senate in Georgia. How?
And at the same time,
We asked him to explain that moment.
And where's this one from?
this is from my hometown. This is from Johnson County, from the sheriff of Johnson County, which is a legit badge.
The Johnson County Sheriff
Mhm.
confirmed to NBC News he gave Walker an honorary badge.
Boom. So what's the fucking problem? He gave Herschel Walker an honorary badge to be a deputy in his home county. And
Which allows him to help with community support in a crisis.
sounds to me like he's a pretty decent man, spending time to help the community where he grew up. But let's demonize him somehow because he is allegedly a conservative. Abortions, all these baby mamas everywhere. Hey, I'm not agreeing with it. I'm just saying, what the fuck?
Georgia is key to determining which party controls the Senate. While walking on the Wrightsville field that bears the former football star's name,
That's a big dude. Wow, look at him.
Walker revealed former President Trump called him after the debate.
Did he give you any indication, just to put a fine point on it, that he will be here in Georgia for you, campaigning for you to help you bring this home?
If I needed him, he'll come.
That's right.
Now, there was another debate in Atlanta last night, which Walker did not attend, citing disagreements with the format. We did ask Senator Warnock for an interview, but he declined. His campaign, though, sent us this statement overnight, which I will read.
Are you surprised? Are you? Herschel Walker took this guy to the floor. Why would he want to debate again? Why is Carrie Lake, Carrie Lake in Arizona, her opponent will not debate her? Any idea why? I think the lefties, and I'm sure her opponent is way on the fucking woke left, they cannot support their bullshit. So they get in front of a audience who, reasonable voters, the us plebs, they can't fucking support their shit. There's no way out. They can't do anything. Oh, well, I guess I'm just not going to debate. The governor of Arizona, 2 women up for election. And the Democrat will not debate the Republican. That's interesting. That was kind of like the American thing to do. Get the red, white, and blue bunting out there. We get the debate. We talk about shit. But people just, no. No, we can't have that. Because my woke bullshit will turn more voters toward Carrie Lake in Arizona than the stupid 10% of the fucking woke that'll vote for me. You see my point. Now, Warnock, I don't know what, he ran against that fucking weirdo. Understand why the man was elected, but you got no chance now, sir. I'm black, so you can't do that. Excuse me, Herschel Walker's black. Well, but it's different. I'm better. I'm a better black than he is. They got nothing. They're fucking scared. They literally do not know what to do. It's like, oh, how are we going to do that? Wow, talk about the abortions. Yeah.
Saying, quote, this campaign will...
Which they fucking support. 100 fucking %. Well, let's attack him because he's allegedly pro-life. And, excuse me, I thought you supported abortion. The woman chose to have an abortion and Herschel paid for it. He's not a deadbeat dad. He supported her in her choice. What's your fucking problem? Senator Warnock, what's your fucking problem? This is what you want. This is what you believe. And now suddenly it's a problem because Herschel Walker does what you think men should do. Oh my God, it's fucking crazy time.
Will come down to who is ready to represent Georgia, and it is clear that is not Herschel Walker.
Okay, well, I guess the people of Georgia will decide, won't they? And when this loser loses, then what? What are we going to do? What are we going to do then? Well, we can't really say it was some white supreme pizza KKK defeated this man because he's black, because Herschel Walker's black. Now what? Now what? Maybe the people of Georgia, they're just saying, I don't believe in your bullshit. But of course, they're all fucking Nazis. Don't we know that already?
And Kristen, Herschel Walker also did weigh in on the fact that former President Obama is coming to campaign in Georgia.
That's right. High stakes, Hoda. Former President Obama is set to...
Her name's Hoda? Who watches this shit?
Campaign
Seriously.
in Georgia next week with control of Congress at stake.
All right, Mr. President. All right. So what are you going to do? Well, Herschel Walker's an evil man because he did things that we believe men should do. Support the women in her choice. Go ahead. Run with that. Let's just campaign on that shit. Well, Herschel Walker, he did this and he did that. Wait, excuse me. Wait a minute. What? Amazing. Fucking amazing.
I asked Walker if he's concerned. Will this impact the race? He responded defiantly, saying he's ready to fight both Senator Warnock and Mr. Obama. Hoda?
All right, Kristen, thank you. And we should mention you can see more of Kristen's exclusive interview with Herschel Walker tonight on NBC Nightly News, also streaming at 4 p.m. Eastern on NBC News Now.
Well, thank you. Thank you very much. It's amazing. All right. Hang on one sec. I'll go ahead and Polska Bob, Laura Branigan. Hey, Bullets for Teeth. I saw that video last night. Good stuff. All right, I'll back this up a little bit. I got to go turn my soup. I know.
Explain that moment.
And where's this one
No,
from?
I got my beer
This
right
is
here. I
from
got
my
to go turn.
hometown.
I'll be
This
right
is
back.
from Johnson County, from the sheriff from Johnson County, which is a legit badge.
The Johnson County Sheriff confirmed to NBC News he gave Walker an honorary badge, which allows him to help with community support in a crisis. Georgia is key to determining which party controls the Senate. While walking on the Wrightsville field that bears the former football star's name, Walker revealed former President Trump called him after the debate.
Did he give you any indication, just to put a fine point on it, that he will be here in Georgia for you, campaigning for you to help you bring this home?
If I needed him, he'll come.
Now, there was another debate in Atlanta last night, which Walker did not attend, citing disagreements with the format. We did ask Senator Warnock for an interview, but he declined. His campaign, though,
Gee, I wonder fucking why. Anyway, go ahead.
sent us
Play
this
that. I'll find the
statement
other
overnight,
one.
which
Hold on.
I will read, saying, quote, this campaign will come down to who is ready to represent Georgia, and it is clear that is not Herschel Walker. Hoda?
And Kristen, Herschel Walker also did weigh in on the
Okay,
fact
then.
that former President Obama is coming to campaign in Georgia.
That's right. High stakes, Hoda. Former President Obama is set to campaign in Georgia next week with control of Congress at stake. I asked Walker if he's concerned. Will this impact the race? He responded defiantly, saying he's ready to fight both Senator Warnock and Mr. Obama. Hoda?
All right, Kristen, thank you. We should mention you can see more of Kristen's exclusive interview with Hershel Walker tonight on NBC Nightly News, also streaming at 4 p.m. Eastern on NBC News Now.
We're going to turn now to our interview with Georgia Senate candidate Hershel Walker.
Oh,
his
more.
campaign has been rocked by allegations that he paid for a girlfriend's abortion despite publicly opposing abortion rights. And this race could decide which party controls the Senate. ABC News Live anchor Lindsay Davis is here with the interview.
Was it legal? Was it her choice? Isn't that what the Democrats are about? Okay, I won't beat the dead horse anymore. I think you get my fucking point, right? Good. Jennifer Ruth Green, candidate out of District 1, Indiana. And I believe District 1 is Gary, Indiana. So let me share this here. Hold on. So how do we attack this woman? How do we attack this woman? Okay, let's see. Think about it. Let's give me a chance. Give me a chance. Well, let's see. She's black. What am I going to do about that? She's conservative. What the fuck are we going to do about that? Let's bring up some bullshit from her past. Let's do that. Lieutenant Colonel in the Air Force. Very high up food chain. Flying jet planes. Let's talk about some bullshit that happened at some point. What do you think? Mr. Pliskin, she's our enemy, this woman here? I'm not sure about that. All right, so let me find the video. Okay, does she have any videos? Oh, this is Twitter. Okay, hold on. There she is. All right, go ahead. Nothing? All right, Jen, come on now. Give me a real video. All right. So, after Democrats illegally obtained information. Well, we don't know. Sounds like it, though. All right, go ahead. We got to, yeah, there we go.
Them specifically, we said, please don't do this. You are using these records and you only have half of a story. But if you choose to tell your whole story, if you choose to share the story, then we have to share the rest of the story, which basically will force me to discuss the fact that I am a survivor of military sexual trauma and of sexual assault.
Now, one can only imagine, and Terrence Pop, Sergeant Pop, can confirm this. This kind of shit is secret, right? It's not able to be released. And yet someone figured out a way to do that. How'd that happen? Well, let's see. Let's do the calculus. Well, she's a black woman. She's a conservative. What are we going to do to fight this? Well, why don't you bring up the fact that she was assaulted in the military? Excuse me. Isn't that a chit? Isn't that a victimhood? A real victim? Why would they do this? Why would they do that? I thought that was the big deal. Me too. All women are oppressed and assaulted at some point. So here is this woman here, captain or some shit in the Air Force, who was assaulted. And they leak her private records from the military. Why would they do that?
And we asked them specifically, we said, please don't do this. You are using these records and you only have half of a story. But if you choose to tell your whole story, if you choose to share the story, then we have to share the rest of the story, which basically will force me to discuss the fact that I am a survivor of military sexual trauma and of sexual assault.
Okay, now I read the Politico story, And again, Pop's going to have something to say about this. Apparently, she did something with her weapon in a closed. She did something that was like, eh. Now, allegedly, this assault occurred when she sneaked off from her unit. I don't know the details. So maybe Politico was trying to say, wow, she's unreliable because she's... What we're talking about, though, is the assault. Why? Why would the Democrat fucking communists want to release her personal data? Well, I'll tell you, my opinion, they got nothing else. They've got nothing else. Well, let's see. Excuse me. She's an African-American woman, very smart, very intelligent, served in the military, lieutenant commander in the Air Force. They got nothing. So they scrape up whatever fucking bullshit and spew it out there. I thought women were supposed to be believed. I thought women of victims of this kind of thing should be, taken care of, Not if you're a Republican. Somehow that is a negative to these fucking lunatics in the Communist Party. They have nothing to go against this woman. Nothing. But here they are. Oh, by the way, she was raped in the Air Force. That's horrible. It's terrible. I hope, she got justice for that. No. See, she was, excuse me, that's your thing, you evil fucking communists. Every woman has been attacked at some point. All women are victims, and here she is, an actual victim, and you're trying to use that as a chit against her. Does that make any fucking sense? Where does this come from?
And they said, we're going to do it anyway. And we said, no, please don't. And they did it anyway. And so
Politico, yes. Yep. Somehow they got record of this and they put it out there.
The information was published today, despite having clear interaction and engagement and telling them that the records were illegally obtained, despite telling them that this was something that was forcing me to discuss, my intent.
Yeah. I mean, I've read enough stuff here. And again, Pop can tell us. Pretty sure this kind of shit is not available to the public. This is a personal record. It's like you're at work or whatever, and some bullshit happens. It's probably part of your private record. But somehow Politico managed to find, I wonder how that would be, this woman's personal record. You think this is right? Progressives, communists. You think it's right? This woman was assaulted. She's a victim of assault in Iraq, by the way. You think it's right to spew her stuff all over the fucking internet and the world without her permission? Of course you do. Because there's no other way to attack this woman in your mind. This is an attack. How is it an attack when she's a victim of sexual assault? What the fuck is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? Doesn't matter. She's a black lady, very high up in the Air Force, and she's a conservative. We've got to come up with something. What are we going to do? I mean, you guys think these people are just misinformed or they have a different opinion? These fucking people are evil. This is demonic shit. You're going to go after Herschel Walker. You're going to go after Jennifer Green here. Carrie Lake, by the way, a person of color. She doesn't make a big deal out of it. I thought they supported more women and people of color in positions of power. Do you understand what they fucking mean by that? It's people of color and women who are on their side. Come on now.
My history and tell my story about sexual assault on a national stage. And so, Congressman Mervan and his cronies were definitely responsible for this. And he's going to try to deny it in every way possible. But let's be real, 40 days before an election where he's being outraised, where his numbers are slipping, where he thought he was sitting in a secure seat and didn't have to do anything. Now he's at a spot where we are continuing to gain momentum. We've outraised him, and we see that this is a national level race that I am continuing to gain influence here. For the sake of re-election, he would force me into this position, and it's reprehensible. I can't even believe it.
Jennifer, they don't know what to do. You see, their programming is such that they get into a loop. It's like they get into a state machine loop. They don't know what to do. You're a woman, you're African American, served in the military, and you're conservative. That's the problem. What do we do about this? How do we get this? How can we attack her? They're attacking her because she was a rape victim. Do you fucking believe this? The Democrats are attacking a woman because she was a victim of rape. Hidden secrets, hidden in her record, and they fucking put him out there. And yet, on the other hand, anyone who even smells, even points at somebody, well, she's a victim and we need to... What about her? These people are fucking demonic. These communists are fucking demonic, satanic, and fucking evil. They're not queens. What is it? Marquise of Queensberry's or whatever the fuck it is, the rules. These they don't play by the fucking rules. They want to destroy this woman. They don't know how to do it. And so they come up and say, well, she's a victim. Yeah, okay. And that's somehow a problem? No, it's not a problem that she's a victim of that. It's a problem she's black, she's a woman, and she's conservative. Anyway, I don't have to beat the dead horse. I think you get my point, don't you? All right. You guys have a good day. Thank you. See you later.